Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back on this platform. This is BVI Channel 1. Today is another day on Matters Arising, a program where we talk about issues that affects us as a people. Today on the live program, as we always bring it to you, our normal tradition is when you call, when the lines are open, you concentrate on the topic under review. We wouldn't want anyone to drag us out from the topic we are discussing. In each program, it is dedicated for one purpose, but ultimately to inform our people better without sentiment, propaganda, or emotion. I'm still Asuchino Peters, your host and the presenter of this program, Matters Arising. Today we are going to be looking at conspiracy against An Igbo in Nigerian politics. And it might interest many of you to know that there is a huge conspiracy against our people, the Igbo people, the people from the southeastern part of Nigeria, in the political game within Nigeria. So today on Matters Arising, we're going to be looking at those conspiracy and what could be done. All right, when the lines are open, you are expected to call +234-810-4545-533. You can also share this video to all your wards, your friends and families. Those who are connected on the internet across the globe can watch this program live. And some of you, especially my people, the Biafran enthusiasts, who say that we are not part of Nigeria, we are not interested in Nigerian politics, because I've heard them say that too many times. Please, I would like you to just stay clear, or you just listen and watch, okay? And this program is meant for everyone, especially my Igbo people, the Biafran people, who believes that, yes, we are indigenous people of Biafra by our indigenous identity, but Nigerians are citizens. And as long as the issues, the politics, whatever you might call it, that is happening in Nigeria affects us as a people, then must be part of it to ensure that we ourselves are not at the loose end. Okay? I will always say that as long as you are using Naira, as long as you still use Nigerian passport to travel, you are still a Nigerian. As long as you accept this as a legal tender, I mean Nigerian Naira, as valueless as it is, we are not here to deceive ourselves or lie to ourselves. So we are talking about the conspiracy of Igbos in Nigerian politics. The politics of Nigeria, how it is designed against An Igbo, is what we are going to be looking into, and finding lasting solution to solve our immediate problems. And I have always said it without ambiguous, or being ambiguous in my position. I have said it in plain language when I talked about the Igbo presidency or Biafra. What do Igbos, the presidency of Nigeria and Biafra, what do Igbos want? Drawn from the book written by Barrister Emeka Emekesiri. Okay? And my position was very clear. I am Igbo-centric, I am Biafra-centric. And Nani Bidono Nomaloma Webube, charity begins at home. So I believe in the politics of Igbo land, the politics of Biafra first, before talking about the politics of Nigeria. And that is where we're getting it wrong. That is my position. But today we're not talking about the politics of Biafra. We're not talking about the politics of Nigeria as it affects An Igbo, especially when it comes to the issue of the president of Nigeria, that an Igbo man can never become the president. Now today the topical issue around the political space is producing an Igbo president come 2023. Truly, does An Igbo, do we have the chance to produce the next president in Nigeria? We are going to consider that without sentiment. We're going to put that on the table and discuss it head on. What chances does Ndi Igbo people, Ndi Igbo have in taking over, Asoro as the president in 2023 presidential election? What chances do Ndi Igbo have? Do we have any chance at all? We are going to take your call when we open up the lines. The number is right there at the top corner of this screen, +2348104555533. So we expect you to give us your opinion as this program continues. We are still talking about the conspiracy against Igbos in Nigerian politics. Now let me quickly highlight this. You see, we have heard about the arrangement of sharing power between the North and the South. Nigeria has been divided, according to them, between the North and the South. After the Southern president, then it will now go to Northern president. After the Northern president, it will come back to Southern president. Many of you don't understand that that is a huge conspiracy against Ndi Igbo. If you don't get it, forget it. Those of us who understand the political game in Nigeria knows very well that when you talk about the power sharing between the North and the Southeast, or the old Eastern region, including South-South as it is called, are not considered as part of this equation or power sharing. That is the truth. That is the simple truth, and I'm going to elaborate on that. You share power between the North and the South. When it comes to the South, it goes to the Southwest. When it goes to the North, it goes to the either Northwest, East. North Central have not even had a chance, as much as the Southeast. Now, when it comes to the South, we talk about the Southwest. Let us take a look at the two major political parties that has the strength to either producing the Nigerian president or whatever. The biggest two political parties in Nigeria, the PDP and the APC. Come to APC. According to that margin of that political party or emergence of that political party, I said it from day one that APC is an alliance, it's a political alliance between the Southwest and the North. I say it again. APC formation is a political alliance between the Southwest and the North. Whether you call it North Central, North East, or North whatever. The North. That is the truth. And that's why today you have Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the leader of the party. Based on, if you look at their antecedent, how the party emerged, the margin of different political party or political blocs that came together to form APC. Ndi Igbo, the Southeasterners, are not within the equation. The South-South, we are not even part of the equation. That is the truth you must have to understand, and we must embrace this truth. So talking about an Igbo man emerging as candidate or presidential flag bearer of APC come 2023 is like a camel going through the eye of a needle. It will be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for an Igbo man to emerge presidential flag bearer of APC. It's not possible. Let me talk. Write it down somewhere. And if peradventure, by mistake, it will happen, it will come from the South-South. That is the truth. And if you look at the way Nigeria was structured today, the political structure of Nigeria, it kept Southeast completely out of equation. Are going to be the delegates. Okay, before I go into that, let me also look at the chances of Ndi Igbo in PDP. The PDP, except if the leadership of that party, PDP, has which I doubt. I doubt it. They don't have that morality. Because if they do, Nigeria will not be the way it is today. For them to consider the sacrifice Igbos made to establishing that political concept from the time of Ekweme till today, they've made huge sacrifice and have remained loyal to that party they call PDP, which is a huge disappointment to Igbo. I will say it. I will say it without apology to anyone. But nevertheless, if by any chance they have that morality, that is the only time you can think of saying there is possibility of an Igbo man emerging as their flag bearer. That is the truth. Now, with the way Nigeria is structured, I can categorically tell you, write it down, that Igbo is at the mercy of the entire Nigerian people to deciding if they will ever emerge as any presidential flag bearer of any of the political parties. Come to think of it, how many states do you have in the southeast? How many people will emerge or will be included as delegates that will vote at that presidential primaries? You understand that Igbo will have the list of representatives at that delegate that will be voting at the presidential primary election. Go and write it down. It happened in the past. It is not possible without the mercy of the North, especially Adekuzoku, the West. That is the situation of things. Now people are shouting Igbo presidency, Igbo presidency. How is it possible that that will happen? Especially the politicians that hang their hope on that. And what good will it make of Igbo? With the way Nigeria is structured, I know and believe so strongly. Everyone knows that Igbo are the biggest stakeholders in Nigeria. I can say it again. If Nigeria boils, Igbo will be the biggest losers, because we have, let me not use foolishly, but we have stupidly invested almost all our wealth outside. Go everywhere in Nigeria. If Nigeria boils, Igbo will be the biggest losers. Igbo have accepted Nigeria. Igbo are the ones doing one Nigeria more than those who are singing one Nigeria from the north. But with all that, Igbo had continued to be suppressed and not given a chance and cannot be trusted. And unfortunately for Nigeria, that is the root of their problem. That is the root of Nigeria's problem. They try to destroy the innovations, the intellectual contents of the eastern region immediately after that war. And that is why Nigeria cannot even defeat an ordinary bandits, ordinary kidnappers, and daily criminals. They cannot. And I keep saying it. I'll keep telling you the honest truth. Now, when you now talk about design that an Igbo man will never be president of Nigeria, it is not by magic. It is a conspiracy, well thought out conspiracy, and established, stamped, and they always execute it. Now, one of the biggest problems Igbo has as a people is disunity. We are not united for anything. We are not united as a people. If we are not united, how can we even have a chance? From the time of Ekweme, go and find out what happened at that presidential primaries between Ekweme and Obasanjo. It was the Igbos that sabotaged him. The very most closest chance Igbo has to produce the president, it was sabotaged by Igbo. You see? But keeping that aside, with at all for them. The likes of Furecha, Sokorocha, and the rest of them, they are just deceiving themselves. They are just deceiving themselves. They are just simply deceiving themselves. They don't have what it takes to... Have they even considered Tinubu, who is eyeing the presidency? Have they even considered Osibanjo, the vice president, who is eyeing the presidency? People who they know how far they used you to sabotage your people, and you believe they can trust you. You are joking. You are joking. So what we are saying in essence is that presidency, is it a mirage? Talking about the disunity, I think there is a new narrative with a crop of people that have indicated interest to join that race. Okay? But before I proceed into that very issue, I want to make an appeal, a very special appeal to all our viewers. We want to consistently be on a live broadcast like this. We want to be consistently be on a live broadcast, possibly every day. But it is costing us a whole lot. It is costing us a whole lot. And we need your financial support, which you can do right from this very streaming link through the super chat. I want to show you something. I want you to please, through the super chat you're looking at right here, under it, somewhere under it, you will be able to see a link where you can click on the dollar icon. Somewhere down there, you see a link there. Somewhere down there, click on super chat. And after you click on the super chat, you will see an option that will pop up like this. And you'll be able to give us your donation by clicking on that. That's the appeal I am bringing to you, all our viewers. We want to use the opportunity to appeal to you to please support this live broadcast and use the super chat to donate in support of this, so that we'll be able to update our data and other logistics to be coming live every day. We want to be consistent on this. We want to give our people the opportunity for us to interact more. Okay, so please, if you believe in what we're doing, we appeal to you to use super chat to drop your comments. And also, we're opening up a membership platform where you can be a member of this platform and have a say and be a stakeholder and be part of those who will be making decisions as to what is being done on this platform. So when that, by the next live streaming, I'll be able to make a video concerning that and how you are going to become a member of this very wonderful platform. And those of you who are dropping comments, we will also appreciate you if you not just drop comments, but also donate to us through that very comment section as much as you can. Now, having said that, now let us quickly go and talk about the PDP presidential candidates, aspirants, as they call it. These are the PDP presidential aspirants coming together. We have Samu Wabunwa here, we have Pius Anyim here, we have Peter Obi here, and we have Dr. Anapwenze at the extreme. They have come together to say we are going to work together, unlike what we have been witnessing in the past. Let us quickly get to hear from them what they said. I'll be right back.
We met this morning and resolved as follows. One, we have agreed to work together as a team. We will work together to ensure that a Southeasterner emerge as PDP flag bearer for 2023 presidential election. We intend to consult with other zones on this issue, and it is based on fairness and equity. In doing so, it is important to note that we have always supported other zones, and we now expect them to reciprocate. Thank you very much. We met this morning and resolved as follows. 1, we have agreed to work together as a team. We will work together to ensure that a Southeasterner emerge as PDP flag bearer for 2023 presidential election. We intend to consult with other zones on this issue, and it is based on fairness and equity. In doing so, it is important to note that we have always supported other zones, and we now expect them to reciprocate.
That is it. I believe you've heard that. We allowed it to play a multiple times so that you can get what they said. As read by Pius Anyim, stating that they are going to work together and support each other to ensure that PDP produces an Igbo presidential candidate from the whenever they do their primary election. That is a welcome development. They have realized the need for them to work together, and perhaps before the end of it, they will have a consensus on who to support. Now, apart from them uniting, what about the big work of convincing the other parts? Considering somebody like Atiku Abubakar, and also a man like, before I go into Atiku Abubakar, a man like the governor of River State, what's that his name? Wike. Wike that said that Wike said that he's not an Igbo man. Yes. You remember him? You remember the time he said that he's not an Igbo man? Coming from River State. An Ikwere man. And today, he's now faced with the issue of Igbo presidency. Let us quickly listen to what he responded to Sengu of Channels Television during that Politics Today interview with Wike. Let us quickly listen to what he got to say, and I'll be right back.
I'd like to ask you, since you're talking about equity, a lot of people will say, oh, you've had a South person, run the affairs, Goodluck Jonathan. A Southeast person has never had opportunity. Central person has not had opportunity. But those who have argued also to say the Igbo people of River State.
I don't want to go into that debate. I don't want to go into that. The issue here is not, I have no problem whether I'm an Igbo or I'm not Igbo. That's not the issue. The issue here is that we're talking about PDP.
I'll ask you, since you're talking about equity, a lot of people will say, oh, you've had a South person, run the affairs of this country before, in terms of equity, 5 years for Goodluck Jonathan. A Southeast person has never had opportunity. A North Central person has not had opportunity. But those who have argued also to say the likes of Nyesom Wike, the likes of Rotimi Amaechi are from the Ikwere extraction, and they are Igbo speaking of River State. Do you stand on that kind of argument?
I don't want to go into that kind of debate. The point is, we don't zone.
But are the Ikwere people the Igbo people of River State?
I don't want to go into that debate. I don't want to go into that. The issue here is not, I have no problem whether I'm an Igbo or I'm not Igbo. That's not the issue. The issue here is that we're talking about PDP.
You heard him. That is the governor of River State responding to Segun on Channels Television interview on Politics Today. He doesn't want to talk about it. Somebody that denied his identity. You remembered Ndi Igbo, they have supported somebody like Jonathan during his time. They gave him full support. They gave him full support. They gave him full and maximum support. That is it. And during that of Atiku Abubakar, during his presidential stuff, he picked Peter Obi as his presidential flag bearer, and today he is contesting for the presidency again. He's contesting for the presidency again. And Peter Obi, that was his running mate, is also contesting for presidency. And I've heard he said something which I respect him for. He said that with the issue of zoning in PDP, if PDP is saying that they are going to zone to the south, that he is not going to step down, that he doesn't believe in that, except PDP zone it directly to southeast, to be very specific. Outside that, he is not stepping aside, saying invariably that he can only step aside for an Igbo person for the contest of the presidential election within the primary election of PDP. That he's going to support only Igbo, core Igbo, southeast. He was precise. I think he's addressing the ambition of Wike. You know, Wike is a very ambitious human being. Very, very ambitious. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't talk about loyalty. A man that denies his identity. What will you make of him? Because when you talk about South, you talk about the Southwest, you talk about the South. And the conspiracy. I think you understand that conspiracy. That the Southeast have been conspired against. So, I think at this time, I'm going to I've said a whole lot. It's almost 30 minutes. I'm going to give a chance and open up the phone lines and allow people to call. This is Matters Arising. Let me take the first call. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from?
I'll help you out from.
Your name and where you're calling from? We can't hear you.
Ugonna calling from New Jersey.
Ugonna calling from US. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
All hell Biafra. I mean, this thing is just as a laughing stock. I don't know why people are talking about election and things like that. Nothing like that is going to help
I'm sorry. We said it from the beginning. If you don't understand the topic on under discussion, and if you don't believe the discussion or the topic under review, you can stay aside. Okay? As long as
listen. I haven't landed.
This is my platform.
No.
You can't come in to distract this program.
I'm not trying to listen.
I'm sorry, we are going to cut you off. This is not time for argument. We said it very clearly. If you don't believe in the politics of Nigeria, please stay aside. When we talk about Biafra, you can call in. This program is about the conspiracy of Ndibo, the conspiracy against Ndibo in Nigerian politics. That is what we are talking about. So if you cannot stick to the simple rules of the program, please do not call. Today we are not talking about Biafra. We talked about Biafra yesterday. Today is about the politics that have been conspired against Ndibo in Nigeria. That's what we're discussing about. And as long as we are still Nigerians by citizenship, whether we like it or not, whether it is by force or by conscription, we are still Nigerians by citizenship, and we are still being affected by the politics in Nigeria. And that is our stand. Okay? So if you don't agree with that position, we encourage you, we expect you to stay aside. When we talk about the Biafra discourse on the program, you can come on board and air your opinions. All right? Thank you very much as we have this understanding moving forward. Hello? The caller on the phone, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah. Hello?
Go ahead,
Hello.
your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, my name is Forrest and I'm calling from the US.
Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you for the good